All right, thanks again for staying with us on the show, TMI Monday. Let's talk a bit of politics. I mean, that seems to be a major issue on the front burner in the build up to the 2023 election, even though there is the huge undercurrent of insecurity, particularly against the background of what is happening in the country. Starting from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in recent times there's been an upsurge in the insecurity situation in that part of the country. But we've been told, we're also reading, that security agencies are on top of the situation. And we hope that is sustained for us to have a peaceful country, because no development can take place in a country or in a space or an environment devoid of peace. Okay, in the build up to the 2023 election, a whole lot is happening in Delta State, particularly with the PDP, where we saw the primaries in which the speaker emerged as the candidate. And a few days later, that situation was overturned by the court, but we heard that another court, the Federal High Court, a court, well, whether federal high, I don't know, has overturned the situation in favor of the speaker again. And to a large extent, we're probably going to see more of that in the build up to the 2023 election. But let me quickly welcome our panelists here in the studio. Bishop Sam Ahmed JP is the General Overseer of Temple of God World Outreach, based in Italy. Thank you, Bishop Sam, for coming on the show. We also have with us in the studio my very good friend from Sapele, my namesake actually, Pastor Sonny Agbe. Thank you for joining us on the program. Is of the Divine Encounter Ministry, also in Sapele. Thank you for coming on the show.
God bless you.
Okay, you're very, very hands-on with politics and events happening in the society. In that state, the major talking point has always been this seeming conflict or divergence of views and opinion between those who are seen to be those holding sway in the political space and then those who are aspiring to come into office. We saw that play out before Governor Ifeanyi Okowa came on board, and just now it played out so strongly. But what do you make of the political situation in Delta State right now?
Well, I thank God for the situation of politics in Delta State. And by the grace of God, we all believe that it's well to some extent that the program have been in place for some time and have helped Delta State so much. Because before now, the issue of politics in Delta State was so bad. Killing were order of the day. And a lot of bad activities that surround our politics in Delta State. But for some time, since that of the 1999, where the sharing formulas have taken place, whereby it is being zoned, and we begin to see peace. We'll enjoy peace, and we're able to see that there's a little of a unity within us. And that have given birth to a good governance for the few time in Delta State. And that is why you see in the issue of Okowa, when James was in London, it was within the that geographical area of the Delta North. Okay. The Delta North, and they were considered and their position were given to them. But this time was the Delta Central. The Delta Central, that is the Delta Central comprises of the Urhobos, purely the Urhobos. That is the 8 local government of the Urhobos and their 24 kingdoms. So it's not bad. And to me, you can see what we have been hearing from other states, killings and violence from politics and all that, is not all that common in Delta State since 1999. And that have given birth to a good system that we all believe. But for some time now, that there are a lot of people that want to rise up against it and say that it's not popular, and we no longer feel the impact of the politics. But they have forgotten where we are coming from. That is the truth. Okay.
Bishop Sam, what are your thoughts on this seeming rotational policy that seems to be working so well, even though you have some people with some misgivings towards it? There's a question I will ask, but let me get you to answer this a bit.
rotational power is something that I think is a good one if everybody is being carried along.
Okay.
But the problem is there are some people that are not carried along. It's like they play along, but they're not carried.
Okay, they don't play along. They are carried along. They play along. They are not carried along. Okay, fantastic.
So that's a big problem, and it affects all organs of Nigeria. Nigeria as a country, the way it is today, some people just play. They are not carried along. And it's affecting the nation, all arms of government in this country.
Is that what's happening in Delta State?
Yeah, the same thing is happening in Delta State. Some people believe they are warlords. Some believe they are the kingmakers. So majority of the people are not carried along. So now that you can't carry me along, I want to play along, and this time my playing along is going to affect you. But if I'm carried along, that means you need my opinion. You need my suggestion. So when I come to the table, I bring my cards. So we look at the cards, we play this thing and say, okay, it's all right. We think we need Peter here, we need James here, we need Timothy here. So everybody will not agree on the same page. But when you try to say these people doesn't matter, and what you think that doesn't matter matters a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what Nigeria is going through today.
Yeah.
And every state today is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So we need to start, changing our mindset concerning some of the politics and games we play.
Okay.
And, we think things are going to change for them.
All right. Let me get you to respond to this. In Nigeria politics, we always talk about Godfather, and at some point it was the order of the day. Godfatherism was a major talking point, but in recent times it's not so strong, but it's still very, very there. In the case of Delta State, would you say the influence of Godfatherism is still there, or on account of what has transpired in this political dispensation, Godfatherism in Delta State politics is at the background?
Well, if I may comment, the Godfatherism is still playing in Delta State. As long that the former governor and is into politics, strongly into politics, he have interest in the state or to the federal, I think the order of Godfatherism is still playing. But to me, if you ask me what is the definition of politics in Nigeria, what will I tell you? It's madness of many people, benefit by few. So definitely those things will continue to play around. Like what of my colleagues have just said a lot of people that are not being carried along. But politics in Nigeria, where do we benefit? We don't see the infrastructures. We don't see it playing it down to the earth. Where am I benefiting? So it's a madness of great numbers of people, but benefit by few.
You look, we see,
Yeah.
looking at the definition alone, democracy. It's demonstration of crazy. Not only there,
Yeah, everywhere.
in Europe,
Okay.
also in America. You see what is playing out in America right now between the Democrat and the
Republican.
Now today we are talking about the mega movement of America by Donald Trump. There are some who want it this way. So it's all over the world. It's just that sometimes we Africans, we Nigerians, we're supposed to have gotten our ass together. But we are being pushed to do certain things that we are not supposed to do. And whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter how you define it. There must be an head to everything. Somebody must lead.
Absolutely.
So whether you call it Godfather or so or nothing, there must be some. In your home, there is a leading factor.
Yeah.
It's either the man is leading or the woman is leading.
Yeah.
In your family, it's either a woman is the leader of that family or a man is a leader. So, and when it comes to choosing somebody, the young vibrant man that will lead the family, the youth of the family, there's going to be politics also. So the father, the Okaigbe or the Pakoloro, the way they will call him, they will not say, I think I need Timothy to lead because he's vibrant. But before the elder will also come, the godfather they will call, he will also know that this particular young man has the pain of the people.
Yeah.
Some people will come and display they have the pain of Edo State. They have the pain of Delta State at heart. But the moment they are there, the pain is gone.
Yeah.
The pain is gone. Where is that pain that you have? What you say? I was looking at something just now when I came in. I told you. I said, look at this man. There are young boys today who call themselves whatever name they want to call themselves, Yahoo or something. What are the benefits? They say less of 350 and 4-bedroom bungalow and the women and drinks. Is that the reason why you are making the money or doing all the nonsense you are doing? But look at one man called Igbenedion. Tomorrow they said he challenges people. But I'm here to quote you right. The man did not make his money and start building on that place. He thought of Edo State.
Yeah.
He thought of the former Bende. He invested his money here. And you said the man should not challenge you. Where are your investments? If you have the state at heart, if you have a state at heart, if you have data state at heart, you cannot be investing in another country and you want to come and rule me. And you want to dominate me. You want me to tell you yes, sir. You want to be the godfather who don't have the pain of the masses. Then you are not a godfather. Before you become a pastor, you said you are a GO, but you don't have the pain of the people. I cannot be collecting from you, milking the people, and the people will not eat of the milk. There are a lot of things going on in the country today. We must first and foremost think of how do we carry the people along? How would the people feel? A lot of schools are dilapidating in Edo State and Delta State. And nobody thinks about it. Election is coming again and you see everybody jumping up.
Yeah.
I want to do this, I want to do that. There must be accountability. And that's why we're talking about Delta State right now. Let every man come with his manifesto. Put it down. Our stakeholder will go through it and sign. This is what you say you will do. Mm-hmm. Because nobody is being held accountable. The moment they leave, that's all.
Yeah.
And immunity has been given. That this person will not be arrested,
Yeah.
this person will not be prosecuted.
Yeah.
Who does that?
But that's when they are in the office. When they leave the office, they
Nothing
can.
happened too.
Nothing happened.
He said the same gabu.
Anyways, if you just join us, it's still TMI Monday. I mean, just looking at some of the build up to the 2023 elections using Delta State as a case study. So in Delta State, let me come back to you now. There are two dominant political parties. I mean, just like we have in Nigeria as a country, the PDP and the APC and all of that. The primaries were a little bit seamless. I mean, were really, really seamless, no rancor and all of that. In your opinion, what is your major pullout from the primaries in terms of the influence of money, in terms of the influence of Godfatherism, in terms of the influence of popular participation?
Well, the PDP primary was conducted in a good atmosphere, and we all see that good numbers of them were tied to governors, were tied to former governors and the present governors. And not only that, we also see some influence of money. It cannot be ruled out in politics.
Yeah.
Because I discovered that some of them were even booked in hotel before the primary, and some were captured and put in a isolated place before the primary. So it's a game that they play within themselves. And to me, the primary of PDP, the one that actually won the primary, which is Sheriff Oborawori. The other party, they complain of it. The other side of that is the Debian, they complain of hijacking the primary. But all in all, they were able to see through. And Sheriff emerged as the governor's aspirant. But the truth is that, is it really the mind of the PDP, who really voted, or there were strong influence, or power?
That's power.
Power were used as a sitting governor to hijack the primary. So I think that is what led to that, them going to court for that certificate. And to that certificate, I see that, well, if really the Oborawori, the one who really won the election in primary, have a good certificate, have a good grant, and the foundation is okay, would have been a successful man by now. Okay,
so we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how those issues play out. But right now, you said a while ago that the rotational system has gifted the governorship ticket to Delta Central?
Urobo, yeah.
That's Urobo speaking area. Now, the two major candidates from the PDP, are they both from that Delta Central?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Brawo is from Ukbe Kingdom.
Okay.
While Devia is from Ugele Kingdom. They
Okay.
are all Urobos.
Okay.
And apart from that, they will have another candidate from Agam, which is Kenneth Bagi.
Okay.
And then Ogboru. There are 4 of them that are contesting.
Then we have
Omo Agege from APC.
Okay.
So Omo Agege, that is the deputy speaker.
Deputy Senate President.
The Senate President. So 4 of them that are going for that seat.
They are all from that same...
From that, they are all robust. They are all robust. So
it's going to be an interesting fight.
it's an interesting fight. It's an interesting fight because, but we all are of Urobo. We also give up to say that anyone that comes up, we will all welcome them.
All right, let me get your take on this this semi rotational policy of everybody saying, okay, you should come from here. Is this based on population, or this is just playing the card of equity, fairness, and justice? Because that seems to be a major talking point in Nigeria right now, where it looks like power seems to be coming from one particular region of the country. Yes.
It's for equity and fairness. That's why I said if everyone is being carried along, it's a nice thing. And the two, when we are making our selections, we shouldn't base our selection of leaders based on the I know you, it's my friend, it's my boy, not on merit.
Okay.
We should do it on merit, that this person qualified.
Have what it takes.
He has all it takes to lead the people. Not because it's my son, he should be there. This person is a qualified person, and he has the tenacity, the autocracy to lead the people, the power, the will, the mindset, the productive mindset of this man. Because anybody that is unpicked to lead the people is going to do the bidding of his godfather, not for the people. People, most times you see our leaders, they travel to Europe, they travel to America, they see what is happening there. And this man will tell you, in my 2 years in office, this is what I did. It will be written there.
Yeah.
I left Europe about 3 weeks ago. And where we are living now, there are construction that is going on in some streets. They want to change the cable, the light cable underground. They discover maybe some are already weak. So they switch it to the other cable, fixing new one again. Before they will come back from summer holiday, it has been fixed. They're not going to make a major announcement that we are doing this.
Yeah.
But here, nobody's doing anything. It's all promises upon promises upon promises. And nobody's being held accountable.
Fantastic. All right, let's quickly conclude with this. The 2023 election is just around the corner.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, the people need to do to be able to make a statement in terms of participation, in terms of changing the narrative, and stopping the lamentation? Let me start with you as we conclude with this. Using Delta State as a case study.
Well, in this 2023 election, good numbers of people have made up their mind to actually come out and vote. But the question is that whether INEC will be able to conduct this election, because ever since it has been a joking issue, elections have never taken place in full occasion like this. You can see now the numbers of people that are turning out for voters' cards. And if INEC did not stand well, that is my fear. Because you are going to see crowd that will overwhelm the INEC. They will not be able, if they take it as before to have conducted the election for a day, if they use the same system, the old system is not going to work. They will run into problem. But to me, the Nigerians have been waiting. Don't forget that Nigerians have been trying. It has been the issue of somebody, president coming from the prison, and they believe that now we have somebody coming from the prison, he'll be able to deliver Nigeria, and that we enjoy that. And somebody again from there, we see somebody that is sick, about to go. He said, this one will work. And we see somebody that also, that never have a vision of becoming a governor, have a vision of becoming a president, opportunist to sit on the seat of president. God is trying and we are trying. And we have somebody that is there now, who have been shouting, I want to rule for 12 years, and God consider him. And we see one of the factors that led to that of his emerging as the president was that party came together. The PDP is too corrupt. Let us come together and remove PDP for integrity, for honesty, for equity. And that have taken place. But the mind of Nigerians now is in a different ballgame that settle on the mind of a particular person. All these things are played, but this time is playing on the mind of one particular. It's no longer party. Nobody's talking of party now. We are talking of what you're able to deliver. Who are you? Your quality, your integrity, your performance. That is what we are, Nigerians are saying.
So that's what's going to determine 2020 election.
2020.
Yeah, Bishop, I mean, you feel this way too?
Yeah, you see, like, when you look at that of Delta State, in my own opinion, I say let us don't judge now until the 4 of them are out. Omagege from APC, Ogboru from Abga, Kenneth Gbagi, and Sheriff. Let them come out with their manifesto. Let them come on the debate. Let us know. This time is not about party.
No, these are people we already know from the politics they've played, they held positions all over the years.
Yeah, these people, some of them have not been in a seat of government.
Power.
Yeah. So now we want to see.
Okay.
And everybody wants to see that man that can carry the vision. Nigeria are intelligent people all over the world. You talk of this GPS. In Nigeria was part of the man that created GPS. The JF Kennedy Express, there are Nigerians there. The first doctor that did an operation and took the baby out and put the back in, is in Nigeria. So we have a lot of Nigeria, people who can deliver Nigeria now. We won't allow the power that has been, the external power, to determine who's going to rule Nigeria. This is the time that Nigerians should determine who rules them. Whether in Delta State or in Nigeria general election, we need to decide who is the person that has the mindset, the productive mindset of the people. Like the same thing we're talking about the UPU in the Rogo.